Elevators. Probably never think about them unless you rely on them. People with disabilities in this area, they are struggling. So much so, sometimes they're sleeping in their cars, all because of a broken elevator. 5 on Your Side investigator Jonathan Walsh has the results of our 6-month-long investigation into this and how a new idea could change laws and lives.
I can't believe that this elevator is broken again.
56-year-old Eric Allen lives in an apartment complex in Euclid. In this video, he's dealing with yet another elevator problem.
And I am literally pressing this button.
This has been happening over and over again.
Eric lives on the 5th floor in the Bluestone Apartments on Euclid Avenue, where, in this building, there's one elevator.
And you see, it's stuck on 3.
At the time, he lived with his 83-year-old father-in-law.
Most time we have trouble with it. You know, that's the problem.
The elderly man had heart surgery. His feet would swell, and he wasn't able to get to all of his doctor's appointments.
Are you able to get up and down the steps?
Oh, no.
When Eric moved in, he says he didn't realize there was only one elevator, something that broke down for days and weeks at times.
I would have never moved on the 3rd floor had I known
Jesse Champion Sims
that this elevator was going to be shut down for a month or more.
Lives in the Galloway Apartments around Shaker Square. She's 65 and has a bad knee.
It was horrific. I had to deal with that for a month. I told them that I'd had surgery on my knee where I tore off half my knee.
I'm 84 years old.
Katie Williams tells us she lives on the 5th floor of the Cleveland Metropolitan Housing property off Oathwaite Avenue. She knows the frustrating feeling.
What happens if the elevator doesn't work?
Well, then I have to stay in. If I get caught down, I got to stay down.
At one point, when it was broken,
The last time I stayed in my car for 2 nights.
2 nights in a car, 84 years old.
I'm really glad you're looking into this. It's important.
Kirsten Schoberg is the executive director of Disability Rights Ohio.
Failing to take prompt action, reasonable action to fix an elevator very likely would violate federal law. And I would be very concerned that that could be the situation.
The Ohio Department of Commerce is responsible for inspecting elevators twice a year, but there is no current requirement for property owners to report each time their elevators break down.
So, the inspection could happen, say, on a Tuesday morning. Everything's running fine, no problems. But then, by Tuesday afternoon, the elevator breaks down, sometimes for hours, maybe days, even weeks on end. But currently, no one is held accountable for that. No one.
I think it's bad. I think it's bad that we have to continue to deal with this issue.
State Senator Sandra Williams, who represents most of Cleveland and some suburbs, says her office has gotten complaints about problematic elevators.
If I get caught down, I got to stay down.
We showed Senator Williams what the people we interviewed are saying.
I had to deal with that for a month.
It's like being a prisoner in your own apartment.
It hurts my heart to see people in this situation.
Which begs the question, should property owners report all elevator outages?
I think it would be great if we had a reporting system where tenants could call and say, you know, our elevators are out. What are you going to do about it?
At Bluestone, where Eric lives, the management says it replaced all relays, the hydraulic system, and the starter so far. We saw the elevator working that day. Management says there are fewer problems now, but it has more plans to address the building's one and only elevator by the end of the year.
So, we'll certainly try to work with every resident on the upper floors if they need some type of assistance.
Management for the Galloway Apartments hung up on us. So, a week later, we went searching for answers.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Walsh from News 5.
Only to find out there's a brand new company managing the apartments. In a statement, the new company said in part, "We are working with a local elevator company to make sure we are compliant and that our residents have access. Our priority is our residents." Meanwhile,
I can't come down no steps.
CMHA told us it would talk to us on camera, but it never did. Also, Cleveland inspects elevators. We wanted to know the process and problems it sees with elevators. But once again, the city ignored our interview requests.
It doesn't seem like it would be that challenging if there was some sort of database or other place they could simply enter the information.
What do you think about that idea?
I think it's a good idea. I think that having some accountability is always good.
We live here. We ain't got nowhere to go. Home is here. This is our home.
I'm 5 on Your Side investigator, Jonathan Walsh.
Gary Duvall from the Bluestone Apartments says it's been a tough year financially because some residents haven't been able to pay rent because of the pandemic. We will keep following elevator breakdowns, let you know the progress of elevator reporting to the state.